Hi guys, my name is Victoria. Welcome to my channel. I'll be showing you how I make this beautiful palazzo pant. So I measured from my waist down my crotch line. How did I get my crotch line? I divide my hip by 4. The hip I'm working with is 44. So quarter of the hip is 11. 44 divided by 4. That gives us 11 inches. So that's 11 inches for my crotch line plus 1 inch for extra ease because it's a free palazzo pant. So I added 1 inch. So I'm marking out 12 inches. So that is 12 inches. So minus 2 inches, you minus 2 inches, which is waistband. So I minus 2 inches for my waistband. So I mark 12 inches minus waistband. So I mark 12 inches for my crotch line. So the next thing now is to get our crotch extension. So to get our crotch extension, we will use quarter of our hip. I said earlier, quarter of our hip is 11 inches, which is quarter of 44 inches, which is for the hip measurement. So quarter of the hip measurement is 11. So that's 11 quarter, that's 11, we divide it by 4. So whatever we have there is what we use our crotch extension, just like I did in this video. So the next thing now is to insert our hip measurement. So the hip measurement, like we said earlier, is 44 inches. So that's 44 inches divided by 4, which is 11, plus extra 2.5 inches. So I added 2.5 inches. So because I don't want it too big and I don't want it that 2.5 inches is actually very nice. It's okay for me. So I marked it up. I mark it down to my waistline. So from my waistline down to my crotch line. So I marked that hip plus 2.5 inches. So yeah, my hip, which is 11 inches, plus 2.5 inches, which give us 13.5. Yeah, 13.5. Then I curve it. So after curving it, I measured what I have here on the crotch. So what I have on the crotch line is 17.5 inches. So and I want to mark the down part. So I can use the entire 17.5 inches I have on the crotch line. I can use the entire measurement for the down part depending on how wide I want it, because I don't want it to be too wide. So I use 15 inches. So the next is